Hello beautiful human, in this video we are going to be talking about how to support a friend that is going through tough times, hard times, rough times, sad times. And before that I want to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you are watching me on Instagram then follow me there. Now let's begin. So firstly I want to talk about when someone is going through tough times and you do not know what to do. In that moment, what do you do? So you see, people when they are going through tough financial challenge or tough, like maybe they are going through breakup, maybe they are going through loss of a loved one, maybe they are going through some deep failure. In those moments, people are not looking for solutions from you. They do not want to be left alone, to be just shaking, to be alone in that fear. So if you are somebody who can give people the space to feel their deep feelings, that's more than enough for them. Most of the time when someone is going through like some kind of financial challenge or breakup, they do not want solution from you. They do not want you to change their situation, because most of the time they know that nobody can. But if you leave them alone to like just deal with all this by themselves, that lonely, that feels like a betrayal, so. And how can you, sometimes even we are not able to feel those. When someone is in deep pain, we want to run away from it. We're like, what is this? Because we have not developed that strength and the muscle to feel deep feelings. That is why other people's deep feelings would trigger us and we want to run away, because we are running away from the deep fears and deep pain or pain of loss, we are running away from it, that we must have suppressed throughout our lives and things like that. Okay, so firstly you can, as they say in the aeroplanes, that you have to know how to put a face mask on yourself first, then only you can put it on other people. So you have to learn, you have to become comfortable with your own uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable feelings of loss and that deep anger and hurt and disappointment, when something does not work out, and that embarrassment. So when you are like welcoming all of your feelings, you would naturally be welcoming the other people's feelings, and that makes you a safe person for others. Now you may ask, how do we cultivate that deep strength to feel our feelings? It is a process, we learn it through the process, but the steps are journaling every day, being with the sensations when something triggers you, when you are feeling angry about it. Like yesterday I was feeling that sensation of being in like this hopeless situation, or like in this survival. I'm like, why am I in such survival? I need it's been so long. I've been doing everything that I know to build like financial security for myself, to build this and that, to build good health and all of that. And in some areas I did receive success, but there's so much survival, and in terms of money and my ancestral patterns, and I was and I was feeling the sensation of it. Then I started to breathe heavily, like that, because I was sitting with the sensation. And then and then that anger led me to deep self-hatred. I was like, I hate myself for needing the support of my parents, or being in this situation that I need the support from my parents. And that was my inner child when I was little, then the way when I was not being taken care of emotionally, and nutrition was not there, in terms of food and all of that. In those moments when I needed that care, because as babies we need care from our caregivers, we can't do it all by ourselves. So in those moments when I needed that support from the adults and that was not given to me, so instead of hating them, I hated myself, because that was a protective mechanism. because I cannot live in the same homes as like the other adults, and while I'm hating them. No, in that moment we make that subconscious choice to start hating ourselves instead. So I was led to that hatred that has been in my body towards myself, for not being even wrong. So anyway, so it's a process. You learn to sit with the deep sensations in your body, and slowly other people's feelings does not make you uncomfortable, and people can energetically sense that. If someone is in they like, suppose someone went through sexual trauma, right, and now they want to shake, they are scared, but then you tell me, no, sit quietly, that's like, whoa, that's another trauma, so just giving people space, like creating a safe space for other people to feel their feelings and like move their body the way they want to, not embarrassing them, not like, and I'm telling you, it's a very gentle process, because grief is ugly. Grief is not woo beautiful. No, grief is ugly. When people are going through grief or loss or heartbreak or pain, it's rare when they have the support, then like it's not that ugly. Otherwise they will be peeing and shitting on the same bed, and like their environment would be dirty. In that situation, if you can go to a friend's house and clean their spaces, that's beautiful. But if you cannot, then another point that I'm sharing is, you have to be very honest from the get-go with the people, that hey, this is what I offer and this is what I do not offer. Like, hey, I can only hang out between 6 to 7 in the morning, entire day is for myself, I do not, and be unapologetic about it as well, like, yeah, I do in, or you can be like, in my friendships I do not like to involve the money, or in my friendships I really want that gift giving, or in my friendships and in my relationships I like to offer emotional support, or I really do not like to offer emotional support, or hey, you are feeling really sad right now and I want to support you, but I do not know how to support you. What do you need? Can you tell me? Do you want a hug? Do you want a solution? Do you just want me to hear? Because when someone is, going through tough emotions, we can feel very overwhelmed as well. We want to do a lot of things we want to make them feel better, so that in return, when they are calm, we can also feel calm, Sometimes that's also the intention, and in those moments, just remember that people are not expecting anything from you. They just like want a space where they can feel their feelings. And if they are feeling devastated, what's in, when someone is feeling already very devastated and you leave them by themselves, that registers as a deep form of betrayal and like powerlessness. But they say, if you have 2-3 people around you who can support you when you are going through tough times and challenges and failures, they still tell you like, hey, we are here and we believe in you, that person would be able to get back up. That person will find the strength even in that situation. So yeah, that's, and another thing is, if you come to me and like, suppose if I have a shop and you come to me and you say, hey, I'm looking for black wires, and then I'm like, okay, and then I just give you one white wires, instead. Now you go home and you're like, I was looking for black wires. This is the situation that happens in relationship. When you try to present yourself as somebody that who you are not, then people have false expectations from you. If you cannot do something for somebody, you have to be very clear, strong on your boundaries. But let people know what you are comfortable in giving, what you are not comfortable in giving. Giving your honesty to other people is very beautiful. It's a beautiful gift, and plus, like, even if your honesty may hurt some feelings inside of them or may disappoint them, but even if that's the case, it's still good that you are being honest, Yeah, and another thing, sometimes what happen is that because we don't know better, we are not able to help people. In so many situations, when I look back, I could not be there for people. There was a friend of mine who was going through such a tough time, and I just ran away because it was 9 years ago, and I did not know how to support somebody in that situation. I did not know how to communicate. I had no self awareness, and I did not even know how to tell it all to her. Then I ran away. And there was a time, 2-3 years ago, one of my friend got into some injury happened to her, and then I could not help her because I was in such deep survival myself. I was literally in survival, my mind, and I was lonely, and I was all that. Yeah, it was too much for me. And so now when I think of all those situations, I look at myself with immense compassion. And then now I apologize to the people that what happened in the past and all of that. Sometimes people can forgive you, sometimes they cannot, but as human beings, you gotta be kind to yourself, even if some things happen wherein you could not show a proper support to somebody. But also, when someone is going through tough times, for example, let's just take an example of breakup. Even if you do not understand why are they feeling that way, telling them that, hey, you should not feel that way, just cheer up. You know what you have done in that moment? You have made them further alone in that feeling. So even just be open to listening. For example, you eat a banana, you love a banana, it's sweet for you. Another person eats a banana, it is making them feel pukish. Now, it is your truth. You are right when you say oh my God, I feel so good after eating this banana. And another person says oh my God, I feel so pukish after eating it. Now, both the truths are true. It is true that it is making them feel pukish, even if you do not understand it how, right? Just in case in relationships, or in friendships, if your friend is expressing something like this situation is making them feel this way, it is making them feel unsafety in some way or any other, other feeling. Even if you do not understand it, it's still true for them, so you can validate it. And I'm telling you, before people are open for solution, they just want to feel validated. Like a child, when they go through something in the school or in the park with somebody, they just want to come to mama and give them hug and let themselves cry, and when this happened, and then when they have cried and their mama is holding them, they simply later on they can be open to solution. Hey, their mama can tell them maybe you can do this, maybe you can try this. Yeah, but first that validation is very important, okay, before trying to change them, before offering them any solution. And also, I've told you, putting a face mask on yourself first. If you are not taking care of yourself, then no. I've seen it many times when people extend some kind of help to other people by neglecting their own health, their own body, their own mind, their own money, just to have the connection, just to help other people. They go broke in helping other people. Their health dissipates. Then that kind of help registers as a resentment in you, inside of you, and then the other person will also feel that it's not good. You gotta be in the healthy place, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, to be extending help to other people. And yeah, even if you want to extend, go above and beyond for somebody, you still have to be, there have to be some kind of solidity inside of you, so that you can go above and beyond for other people. Okay, so yeah, and book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me to move through fear, to move through pain, grief and shame. And if you want intuitive guidance on your next step, and you're going through a lot of low self-confidence, you want to feel fired up and in your power, I'm your girl. Book a one-on-one intuitive guidance session with me. Also, you can donate the money for my rent, food and bills. It will help me a lot at this time. Link is in my bio. And sometimes, the best thing you can do for people is just getting them right courses, right books, getting, guiding them to right teachers. And sometimes, yes, a teacher that is right for us may not be the right teacher for them, like the aligned teacher for them. But like, sharing right books and courses, it's really helpful. And if someone wants to help themselves, they will definitely check it out. But the best thing you can do is share. That's how, because someone shared right videos with me on WhatsApp. One of my friends shared this video about health, and that video transformed my health in enormous ways. I got the right books, from the universe, from if people suggested or some way. So yeah, that's why share this video with people, and other videos that you like of mine or any other people, with your friends and all of that.